Good evening, I'm BTP Joe. Thank you for joining me. The story that I'm about to tell is 100% fact, based on true historic accounts. Old Leigh, as we know it today, was once the heart of Leigh-on-Sea, home to many fishermen and boat builders. But not all was as glamorous as it sounds. Leigh-on-Sea was in fact the site of several witch murders. The concept of accusing one of being a witch originated from Europe, although by the late 1500s, England had caught on to this. It was King James VI of Scotland, who later became King James I of England, who brought this practice with him and developed the idea that innocent women could be witches. He therefore tortured and killed these innocent people who went about their daily lives, fearing of witchcraft. Although these victims weren't necessarily just suspected of being a witch, the victims were often accused for revenge or financial matters, rather than genuinely being that of a witch.
Through to the mid-1600s, possibly thousands of innocent women were murdered under the witch trials regime in Essex alone. In Chelmsford and Colchester, there were a great deal of witch trials. In 1645, the year that the infamous Matthew Hopkins became the Witchfinder General, and he alone was responsible for the deaths of around 230 people. 3 witch trials have been recorded in Leigh-on-Sea. Joan Allen in 1574, Alice Souls in 1622, and Joan Roll in 1645. Up on the hill where Lee Cliff Road meets the Broadway used to lie a pond where some of these witches, as they were called, were dunked. Savage, brutal death, being strapped to a chair on a pulley system, which was often the case, and then lowered vigorously in and out of the water, the freezing depths, until the victim drowned, gasping, choking, or dying of hypothermia before their lungs filled with murky water. The intention of this dunking exercise was to determine whether so-called witches were innocent or guilty, but ironically, either way, it drowned them. It was said that those that floated truly were witches because the pure elements of the water would repel any kinds of, anyone associated with the devil. And if they sunk to the bottom, then they were any other human being. But either way, death was inevitable.
The pond stems from an underground spring, currently located deep beneath the current apartments.
Because of the pond's grisly history, a great deal of superstition has been surrounding it, such as rumours that say it was a never-ending abyss, or it was cursed, or that many apparitions had been sighted near it. The curse is said to have been responsible for failed attempts to build over the pond, such as in the 1970s when a small supermarket was built there, but it had to be demolished.
Although the pond was filled in when the building was constructed, covering horrific murders that happened at the scene, and many people who were innocent and even trialled as a witch. It was known locally as the Doom Pond, possibly because of the doom that the witches would have suffered right up until their final moment, their last breath, or otherwise quite possibly after a nearby pottery business named after the kiln that they used. This business closed in the early 1900s, leaving now just many violent memories. Today, Halloween, it's not just a day to go trick-or-treating or dressing up as your favourite superhero. It is a day to remember the horrific, dreadful and appalling torture and murder that happened to people who were innocent, suspected of being associated with witchcraft and the devil. And every day, Leigh-on-Sea will continue to be a poignant reminder of this very dark past.